Former US National Security Advisor John Bolton has blasted US President over Ukraine's stolen counter-offensive in an op-ed for the Wall Street Journal. While Ukraine has received tens of billions of dollars worth of weapons from the US, a scale of aid not seen since the post-World War II Marshall Plan, the notoriously hawkish Bolton said Biden wasn't doing enough and blamed the president's hesitancy for Ukraine's inability to break through Russia's defenses. Ukraine's offensive failures and Russia's defensive successes share a common cause: the slow, faltering, non-strategic supply of military assistance by the West, Bolton wrote. Bolton said the administration was too concerned about the risk of escalation, the serial debates over whether to supply this or that weapons system, the perpetual fear that Russia will escalate to war against North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and occasional Kremlin nuclear saber rattling have instilled a paralyzing caution in Western capitals, he wrote. Bolton's outburst comes as the US intelligence community assessed that Ukraine's counter-offensive against Russia will fail to reach the key southeastern city of Melitopol, which brings into question Ukraine's whole battlefield strategy. The German government deleted a clause in a draft of the new budget financing law that would legally committed the country to NATO's military spending target of 2% of gross domestic product. While Germany has increased defense spending since Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine, the country will struggle to meet its 2% target even over the course of several years due to the short-term constraints of inflation and slow economic growth. To meet the 2% spending target, Germany would have to cut spending in other areas, such as green and social policies, remove a constitutionally enshrined debt brake, or impose higher taxes. None of these options would be politically acceptable to all three government coalition partners. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz promised a turning point in Germany's security and defense policy following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, announcing a €100 billion special fund to modernize the country's armed forces. But after 18 months, no progress has been made, and now Germany is walking back from the pledges. A former top general in the Israeli military has said that Israel's treatment of Palestinians in occupied West Bank resembles Nazi Germany and is a total apartheid. Amiram Levin, former head of the Army's Northern Command, made the comments on Israeli public broadcaster CAD. There hasn't been a democracy there in 57 years. There is total apartheid, Levin said, referring to the situation in the West Bank. He said the Israeli army was forced to exert sovereignty there and is rotting from the inside, is standing by looking at the settler riots, and is beginning to be a partner to war crimes. These are deep processes. The comments were condemned by lawmaker Danny Danner, who belongs to the ruling Likud party. Those who compare us to Germany or the Nazi regime should be examined, Dannon said. Levin, who was also a former deputy chief of the Mossad, had a military career which spanned from 1965 to 1998. These comments from high-ranking former and current officials come as Israel is in political turmoil, with the right-wing government looking to strengthen itself by weakening the Supreme Court. Jews from all backgrounds have carried out Israel's biggest protests against the government. For many, the government is the enemy of Israel.